So we're just gonna take a look today at the berm that I planted, or that I made around the edge of my house. See what's happening here. I had garlic growing here, but it didn't make it. But this pigeon pea is doing great. The grass is taking over. I have oak trees growing. I have vines growing. I have all kinds of stuff growing that I don't know what it is. But I also have this pigeon pea. Nope. This is a plantain, which fixes nitrogen. And I have another little pigeon pea. More nitrogen fixing things. Pigeon peas. We've got sugar cane. We've got pigeon peas, turmeric. And then here I planted a little Suriname cherry seed, and it's growing. More turmeric. This is blue turmeric. I like the blue turmeric. Not sure what this might be. This is another Suriname cherry. That's my mame. I planted from seed. We have a olive tree and more blue turmeric, sweet potato vines, another sugar cane, blue turmeric, sweet potato vines, a lot of blue turmeric. This is my ice cream bean tree. Oh yes, I can't wait to try this one. It's gonna be one of my favorite trees. I can already tell from watching Emmanuel on Ultimate Gardening. Yeah, he's just starting to eat his too. Look, new growth. Yay! So this is my privacy hedge, That's what I'm trying to go for here. Some worked and some didn't, but that's okay. The stuff that didn't work, I have things now that I'm getting smarter and getting more educated about how to do this thing. I have other things I can plant there. So this is the ice cream bean tree. And you see some of this turmeric is doing way better than others, but just give it time. This one is a white, but it's kind of a pinkish pearl looking when it comes out. It's a Turk's cap. And then this is some more pigeon pea and turmeric and pigeon pea. But you can see how I'm trying to make the hedge in the front yard. That's what I'm doing with my berm. And I gotta stay because the county, I'm not in the city, but I'm in the county. So I've got these things right here that I put up, these trellises right here. And they're gonna have blackberries growing on them. And this one's it's kind of growing like a little heart. If I bring that one up and make it go that way, it can look like a heart. That would be cool. Got more of these hitchhikers, guys. For some reason, they're good for your yard. I think it's for the nitrogen. I'm not sure what else. Look it up. This is my grandson. I call him number one. He's my first grandson. This is his little tree. This is a blood orange tree. Can't wait for the fruit to come on that. This is sticks I put in the ground because I put something in. Oh, I put some ginger in there. I put ginger in those spots. So I just kind of put like little sticks so I know that there's something planted there. More pigeon peas, more blue turmeric, and more of these plantains, and more of those over here that stick to you. These, I'm not sure what they are, but they're growing everywhere, and I think they are from a package of seeds that I threw out to just see what they would do. This is a mango seed I stuck in here. This one is an emperor lychee tree, and it's right next to another blue turmeric. And let's see what else we got in here. Sweet potatoes, this big old tree. Look how big that one's gotten. Y'all remember in the beginning I planted a row of moringa, but this one is the only one that made it. So I'll be propagating from this one. And a little banana tree that I just put here because I had it growing. I'll show you that one. That's crazy what's going on over there, because this big tall banana tree came from the same place and same time as this one did and the other ones. But this is why I've transplanted this one, because I see where things are going to be doing better. That's a curry tree. And look, carrots. Look, see, my carrots are still growing. I'm still harvesting some carrots in here. I just kind of broadcasted them throughout. But my CISO spinach, look how yellow it is. That's how much rain that we've had. So I need to get some good fertilizer on here. Here I've got my burgundy okra. And remember, this is just all within my berm that I'm trying to do to make kind of like privacy. You know what I mean? Like, this is yucca, and this is from when I have yucca over here on the house, and I chopped them down last year and I laid them throughout. And so guess what? That's what these are from. All these yuccas are from that. So those were free yucca. Look, that's yucca. And what else do we have in here? Look, there's another mango tree. What else is in here? We've got other things growing. This is a mulberry tree. More carrots and stuff down here. I think that's a kale of some sort that just went to bloom. Another olive tree is right here. All kinds of sweet potato vines growing. And then right here I have my what is it? Butterfly pea. Yes, on the trellis is there. And just more yucca. More sweet potato. There's another seed that I planted. Look, see, these two I planted too close together. I planted this one out, and then before this one popped up, I had another mango seed, so I was like, oh, that'll be a cool place for a mango. Obviously, there was already one here, but look, my sweet potato vine is growing straight up that sucker. And those blue butterfly pea are moving far from the trellis where I had it originally, which I don't care because it's great ground cover. This right here, little tree coming up right here, that is a, let's see it, a Sapodilla Murano. It's growing really well there. Not yet. Here's a banana tree that was the original that had pups from these. Well, it had a little pup in it, so I took it out of the container and I put it in the ground, but I put them in different spots. And this one is apparently doing the best. But you know, all kinds of cool little things growing, even if it is a weed. I don't know. This kind of reminds me of something that would be like a nitrogen fixer. It looks like it'd be in that family. Those instincts just kind of tell me sometimes to leave things alone. Just like these sticker things, I know that they have a purpose in here as well. You guys will have to look that up. I'm going to show you this cassava. Look how pretty this cassava is. Just look at the colors that are in it. It reminds me of Christmas. Aren't those just pretty? And they make a great hedge, y'all. Look at that. I want a privacy fence because I'm still a neighborly kind of person, so I don't want to like shut people out. I actually want them to come eat stuff in my yard with me. And these are the okra that I'm letting go to seed so I can get some seeds. Another okra there. Here's the sugar apple here with that sugar apple on it. If you guys know anything about them, please tell me why mine is two different colors. Down here, yeah, this isn't working out right for these guys. This is supposed to be a key lime bushes. They have thorns on them, and they're not doing well here at all. So I'm not sure. This one actually looks like it's pushing off some new leaves. I may just leave it to see what it's gonna do, but I'm not sure what's happening with it yet. But this is supposed to be my row where I walk, but I haven't been in the yard. This is a calendula. If I remember, that's what I put here. And it has just grown tremendously. And again, sorry about that. So this is a pomegranate tree. And I failed it big time. This stalk right here was growing right next to it, and apparently this thing needed more nutrients than this is an amaranth. It was my amaranth that I did not want. I mean, I really wanted amaranth. I finally have my one amaranth, and it made it and it grew, and I wanted to see what it was going to do. I figured it's an annual, it won't hurt anything, just leave it next to the tree because it'll be chopped down soon. But no, my tree like suffered greatly from it. So I want my tree more than I want my amaranth, so I cut the amaranth down, and as far as chop and drop and nutrients go, I put some worm castings on here. There were still leaves on here. There were, everything was just crunchy. We're starting over. I put some moringa leaves on here. I put some canna lily leaves on here. And we're just gonna, I mean, look at the stalk that was on this thing. Look at this root. This was the root from that amaranth. Look, I bet it would grow. If I stuck that in the ground, I bet it would grow somewhere. You know what I'm gonna do? I was gonna let this die down and have nutrients for the pomegranate, but it's wanting to grow. Look, it's having new growth on it. Holy crap. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go put this somewhere else where it's not gonna injure another plant. That's crazy. That is just crazy. It still is wanting to grow. So I'm glad I came by here and dug that up. We'll set that aside. But yeah, this right here, we're just gonna do what we can to get the nutrients back into that pomegranate tree. I really want one. I had pomegranate trees when I was living in California. Look over here, I have a little kohlrabi growing right here. We have some Suriname spinach growing right here. It looks like it needs that topped off. You top it off like that, then it'll sprout out, bush out more. Take these off of it. But that's just growing right there. Got some Okinawa spinach growing here. Look, another pigeon pea, an okra. This doesn't do well because it doesn't get a lot of sun. We have another okra here that does well because it does get a lot of sun. We got more okra and more Okinawa spinach and more hitchhikers. And we even have some more carrots down here. This, you guys, hopefully might be a miracle for my miracle berry that I thought I killed. This is where it ended up. So I thought it died, so I just cut it back. I don't take the roots out because I don't want to disturb what's going on underneath here. And maybe that's a good thing, because if this is my miracle berry plant, then it's living. So we're gonna have to take a picture of those leaves and find out what kind of leaves these are. But hey, is this poison ivy? Is that what that is? I'm gonna have to research that one too. What is this stuff? Is that poison ivy? I don't know. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. So on this one, anyways, look, got little carrots. You can see this CISO spinach isn't doing well, but right behind it is this longevity spinach that is growing crazy, and that is like my favorite taste in my mouth. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Yep. And then we have an apple tree growing here, and this is the kind of apple tree that it is. It is a Thai giant jujube, and it has these going all over it. They are a bean, and I'm not sure which one. I think they're Puerto Rican black beans, but I'm not sure. And yes, I get black sooty stuff on the leaves of these things, but I was told leave it alone and it'll just do its thing. Look at that long bean way over there. Yes, I have things randomly growing everywhere, all over the yard. So I hope this will inspire y'all to get out there and stick something in the ground. Stick everything in the ground. Just broadcast it, see what happens. That's what I like to do. Everything's just growing all the way with the butterfly peas. Like this whole hedge. It's gonna be a hedge all the way around. So thank you guys for sticking through and watching this little video with me and seeing my mess in the yard that's actually thriving without me out here doing anything to it. So the only issue is going to be in the wintertime. I have no irrigation, and in the wintertime things really get dried. So I've got to figure out irrigation for my yard, and it's not just for this side, it's for all the way around to the other side. So I've got to figure out what to do about that this winter. That's my main concern. That keeps me up at night, irrigation in my yard. So that's something I'm definitely got to work on. But that's it for now, you guys. Have a great day, and don't put up fences. Put up living things that can grow and feed you and still give you some privacy. Okay, guys, stay hydrated.